All right, YouTube. Hey, this is Ray Mason doing my Christmas Eve show. And what I want to say is I wish everybody a great day. And I'm going to be chilling myself, just staying out the way, thanking God that I didn't have to put the tree up this year. Well, it's been a few years now, but I'm really grateful that the kids grew on up and I got past that whole season, and I am a little better off financially because of it. But to all of y'all who had to go out and get the, G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip and Ken and Barbie and all them, I wish you well and much more financial success to you. So with that all being said, let's get what the topic of the day is: your New Year's resolutions and how you're going to rebound from all of this economic stuff that you just went through. And, I'm always trying to work in some information about side jobs and opportunities. And today ain't gonna be no different. I just want to keep first things first, and that's acknowledging my health and acknowledging the health of others, because I want people to feel good first and foremost, just like I feel good. If I wasn't feeling good, like in the past, then man, I would not be on this camera at all. And I would not feel good enough to get in and be studying this material and really trying to change my status as a person, because I no longer want to be in this capacity where I have to wait a month for a check. I want to be able to have money in the bank and have stuff going on like in times before. And in order for that to happen, I'm kind of having to use all my little extra money to kind of like put money into this new venture, which is investing in myself. And it's really cool the way Dr. Monroe explains stuff about business to me. And what it's cool is when I listen to Jim Rohn and him put they thing together in my head, because I'll do like a few hours of Jim Rohn and then I'll do some Dr. Miles Monroe, and these cats, they both use Bible, but they do it from different ways. And so as I'm looking at the business side of both of them though, and how it's all about how you package yourself, and they both package themselves very well. And I think that's the direction I'm moving to. So I've been working with a few different companies right now, and they trying to package me so that I can be the great leader that I see myself as. There's My Lead System Pro, and they the company that I'm really leaning on a lot, because they got a lot of training material, and I can always find something new that's constantly building up my mind and taking me to another stretch in what the expectations are of myself. So when I'm in anything around their content, they have great leadership and great trainers, and they're about the online space. So no matter what it is that is being put in the atmosphere as far as trying to make money, you're gonna have to have great skills in the arena of marketing, and then it will make all of your other products come to life in any kind of way that it needs to, because you create an audience of people that like your goods and services, but more importantly, they like them because of you. You know, something that you did to trigger them wanting to spend their money with you. And that's what I like about the marketing pros. They're teaching how to attract people the right way. And, you know, it's about being attractive. And when you're attractive, then you can have a following that, you know, if you put out a new song, they're gonna want to hear your new song. If you know, and that's what it's all about when it comes to this whole process of building an audience and the long-term things that could possibly happen if I be consistent, not if, but as I be consistent with staying in the journey. I was hit with these 5 questions and some training I was doing, and I'm just gonna throw them out there right now because they really got me thinking about doing this show today, because I was gonna just kind of like cool out till after Christmas, and then I said, nah, you ain't doing nothing, man. Just go ahead and you know, put in a little work. And this whole thing is about me becoming, and my success is in me being obedient to whatever spirit is going on in my body that's going to take me down a positive path. And for me today, I'm just staying true to studying as much as I can, getting all the content inside of my head. And as I have all this stuff going on, I'm taking a lot of notes. And so I'm gonna just tell y'all a couple, and these are 5 questions, right? And the first one is, how long have you had a problem? Okay, so this whole thing is about me addressing a problem. And for me, I took this health and nutrition niche and field in the arena of trying to be an online network marketer because it involves me. I'm not just here to support any particular brand. I'm only telling you guys about some things that helped me stay out of chronic pain, which I was retired for in 2016, medically retired for chronic pain. And I went in looking for a diagnosis for diabetic, you know, diabetes, that's the word I'm looking for. But thinking I'm diabetic because of the neuropathy and losing control of my legs more and more every day, I was like, okay, so when he didn't give me that diagnosis, I was a little disappointed because they took me like 5 realms above diabetes. You know, I'm already in great pain, but for them to take me into multiple myeloma and start me with oncologists and all of that, it started another whole realm of things in my life that I wasn't necessarily prepared for. So with that being said, the pain was so aggressive in my feet, legs, and back that it was starting to, you know, affect, you know, my neck, and I was starting to get headaches, and I never would get headaches, but now I'm getting headaches. And so as I began to study people that cured cancer, I met some incredible doctors on YouTube, and I'm gonna throw out a few names before I start really getting into this list here. But I would start with my lady friend, Dr. Barbara O'Neill. I think that she is one of the most educated ladies when it comes to how she tapped into me. and making me understand cellular stuff and how the cells work, how the lymphatic system works, how the immune system works. You got to go check her out. She's a systemologist. Dr. Barbara O'Neill from Australia. So now, after Dr. Barbara O'Neill, there was my dude, Dr. Sabi. Dr. Sabi was all about everything is related to mucus in one way or another. Everything. So when he started going with bronchitis, mucus in the lungs, a dementia, mucus on the brain, Alzheimer, mucus on the brain, AIDS, mucus in the cavities in your chest. And so you got all this mucus in your lymphatic system and in all of your water system. So we go to another word, acidic. So we go from mucus to acidic. And acidic has an opposite called alkali. All of a sudden, everybody is alkali, 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 alkali. And it's so almost incredibly impossible to stay in an alkali state. I mean, you know how to be perfect alkali state? I wish to God somebody would introduce it to me, because it ain't going on Earth. Not with our food system. It's not going to happen. Not on Earth. It's my belief. Do your studies. Go how far you want to go into the journey. But, bread, pasta, meat, you're going to find way, way, way too much sugar in all of these products to be able to keep your body in an alkali state. I look at how much money I spend on a monthly basis right now to try and stay in alkali. I do ginger, moringa, dandelion, spirulina, chlorella. I'm taking 2 of these capsules. Cayenne, turmeric, cumin. It's a whole cocktail that I can show y'all, that I can just pull out bottle after bottle out of my cabinet. And those are just things I take with my food. When I'm really trying to energize, I got other things that I report to. I report to them, because I need them, and I'm glad to say I like them because of the energy that they bring me and assisting me with mineralizing my body so that I can get as close to alkali state as I can stay and possibly be, because it takes me out of pain. I don't have no ice pack treatment, no heat treatment anymore because of these supplements and the high mineralization of my body. I've got several things that I do, and advice is just one of them. Training and coaching and building a team, and I do a lot of marketing, because I'm going to be effective helping people because I've been helped. I just want to share the information, share my journey, bless my kids to see me doing something other than sitting around waiting on something to overtake me while I'm sitting up knowing that my symptoms are getting worse. I'm going to get all the way back to what I started this show originally to talk about, and that was these 5 questions. How long have you had a problem? Whether that's cancer, diabetes, whatever. How long you had that? Okay? That's the first question. You got a problem. And how long have you had that problem? It might be even not a sickness problem. It might be a financial problem where you just can't get out this rut and you just, all right? So don't let it be just those problems around illnesses, because the biggest problem in society is financial, all right? That's gonna keep it real. So don't think that this ain't got nothing to do with you too. So now the second question is, what have you done to fix this problem? That's the biggest one. Is you doing anything? Are you doing anything? Are you doing anything to fix the problem? Are you just learning how to cope with it? You know, you keep a bag of ice in the freezer. You keep the heat pack right there plugged up so you can, you know, you got all of the new latest insoles for your shoes so your feet don't hurt so bad when you walk on them, right? Okay. Can't say that I don't know some of them symptoms and how that whole thing go. And I definitely can tell you about having more month than money. Having more month than money. I can tell you about that one. But I can tell you about having an abundance of cash also. So that's what makes me sit here and keep pressing, because if you get the right memories and you want to do the right thing, then you try to get back to what had you in whatever that pattern was. You know, what was I doing when I was making good money? And you get back to that. Get back to your rituals. Get back to everything, the standard. You know? Did I let myself slide and this is my new standard? Or do I elevate and say, I got to get back right here? And this was okay, but right there is where So that's what's happening with me. You know, getting back to my standard and not settling for this level, even though it might be comfortable for a lot of people. But there are certain people that are just meant to do greater things, and I'm just one of them. I'm meant to do greater things. So the third question was, what were the results from what you were doing with this problem? What were your results? How you was trying to fix the problem? You know, what were the results from that part-time job? Did you work it a week, 2 weeks, 6 months, just long enough to pay that extra bill? What would happen with the whole routine of, I'm gonna make some extra money, I'm gonna get an extra job so I don't have to keep living like this because this ain't cool, I'm gonna study so I can get that next promotion and that next skill set. You know, what I'm doing right now, picking up a whole new skill set. You know, and so don't say it can't be done. I'm 61, 62 in the near future. And I'm not gonna do it, I'm doing it. Because it's about a decision. It's about a decision. So if you ain't doing nothing right now, currently, to fix your problem, just listen to me. You know, you need to work on that. Whether it's your finances or if it's your feet, your hands, your toes, your calves. Because there is always another level of knowledge. And you need to dig in, latch on to. Right now, while I'm working with this camera, Video Boss has got me on the camera saying this is my way to being a better marketer online. This is how I'm going to get good at it, is getting in front of the camera. This is how I'm going to get good and build an audience, is to get past my fears and understand that I have a goal out there, and the only person can stop me from achieving my goal is myself, because I sit down, set the camera up, and decide to record. It's just that simple. But when I let my thoughts not allow me to do that, and it happens, just like It happens when I don't suit up and go to the gym. But is that what I want to practice? No. So having good habits, good rituals, and a desire to be better there's got to be some action, you know? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Getting knowledge, understanding the knowledge, and acting on it. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Knowledge, comprehension, and action. And when you put all three of them together consistently, you get good, consistent results. You put all three of them together and you're taking it down a negative path, you're going to get good, consistent negativity. You're going to keep ruffling and upsetting the atmosphere. But change is inevitable. It's going to happen. Time is going to keep passing. Change is going to keep happening. What side of change do you want to be on? Because you can control what you evolve into. You can control that. It's very predictable. Success is very predictable. And you say, why you say that, Ray? Because it's all tied to laws, spiritual and natural laws, which develop statistics. And if you be true to you and stay true to your rituals, stay true to your goals, stay true to your focus, the money will find you. I know that. It's just getting all of those other things lined up so that the money has somewhere to go. You got to have an address. You got to be able to be found. Get involved with understanding the spiritual laws and the natural laws and being consistent with the Mosaic laws and the laws that are governing you above the Mosaic laws, which are kingdom laws. And understand that, you know, when you answering to God and the kingdom policies, then it's all gonna be whatever you make it. Now, does that mean that the wealth is just gonna find? No, the wealth reigns on the just and the unjust. It's about conducting good business. And I'm 100% sure that if you getting involved with the rituals and getting up every day and doing the motivational teachings and sitting under spiritual teachings, it's gonna be about the positive. It's gonna be about you getting out there and really trying to be effective and seeing people smile because of how you're affecting lives that you don't even know. But just being an asset to the human cause is just a place that I would really like to be, you know? And I believe I can get there if I just keep doing the basics, giving God the glory, getting up and meditating, getting out of the meditation and going into the action, getting out of one project into another project, and always setting my goals higher and higher, and being consistent with trying with everything in me to love Ray without being distracted, with pulling away from what I need to be doing to help and keep building me up. But you get these good distractions that'll pull your resources because you're trying to help somebody else that might not necessarily even appreciate what you're doing for them, you know. But until you can get to the place where you can afford to do that, you got to stay focused, even on not doing good. Believe me, I know. Because you can get caught up on doing good, and it can turn into being a bad thing because you really needed to stay on point with those funds. And that's what the budget was set up for. And when you tell people that you really ain't got it, it's because of what you've already structured with your budget and you don't have it. So you're not lying to them. You just don't have it. It's already allocated out for something else that was much bigger project than your immediate needs, because everybody is always going to have something immediately come up, and you're the lender, and the lender is always going to have to make that decision. And it's a great thing to be the lender. I'm looking forward to getting back in that position, because it's just awesome to be able to see people smile and have relief, but also have something that I can take them down a path where I'm helping them help themselves. And that's what I want to see happen, is they gravitate to me so that I can show them how to help yourself financially, not necessarily anything for a day or two. Teach a man to fish and he can eat a lifetime. If you gave him a fish, he just eating today. It's all about teaching them how to fish for a lifetime. I'm getting really good with this camera. I'm getting really good with putting together content packets so that we can market and bring some value. And that's what I'm working on right now, is getting with teams of people that can help me put together marketing packages and training packages and things to help me build that team and lead them in a way that I need to, so that we can make some noise out here and be a real strong army through this part of my journey. Because I'm in a part right now that's really important, and I think I want to do something real special, and not necessarily do something real special, but be a part of something real special. Be a part of. And that's why I picked the two companies that I'm working with, because they got some special stuff that really enhances the lives of people with chronic pain. So I'm gonna get off the air. It's been a good 20, 30 minutes that I've been on here, and I'm really grateful that I'm being honest with myself. I got on the air, I talked about these things. I don't even know if I did this last question. Let me go over this last question real fast. If something doesn't change in the next 12 months, what is the long-term effect on you and those affected? If something don't change over the next 12 months, what's gonna be its long-term effect on you and all of your family and loved ones that are affected by you? Think about that question. And I know it's Christmas Eve, so it's really not fair that you think about that today while most people are probably not as financially good as they want to be, because we go out and extend all of this love to people that we don't usually be giving gifts and stuff to all year. So all I'm going to say is Ray Mason blog is a location where there's going to be lots of opportunity and some gifts, because I'm always trying to have something free there to catapult you to another level of thinking. And I got sample packets and all kind of stuff. So with that being said, let's be blessed in God. And I want everybody to have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And think about those 5 questions and how they affect you, and what is going to happen with your family and your friends and your diabetic struggles through the year of 2020. And what are you doing to make that better at all? What are you doing to make that better? Have a great, great Christmas. See you on the other side of Christmas, probably the 26th. Have a great day.